Our topic for today is all about quadratic inequalities. Quarter 1, week number 6. What is quadratic inequality? It is a mathematical sentence or statement that contains a quadratic expressions and inequality symbols such as less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. Quadratic inequalities divided into 4 function of symbols. What are those? Number 1, we have ax squared plus bx plus c less than 0. Number 2, we have ax squared plus bx plus c greater than 0. And number 3, we have ax squared plus bx plus c less than or equal to 0. And we have number 4, ax squared plus bx plus c greater than or equal to 0. Now, let's proceed to other concerns about quadratic inequalities. How to illustrate, how to graph, and how to determine the interval and solution set of the given inequality. Please watch this. Let's talk about the inequality symbols. Number 1, we have less than. As we can see, the nose point location of this inequality symbol is going to left. The second one, we have greater than, wherein the nose point location of this symbol is going to right. The third one, we have less than or equal to. The nose point location is going to left. While we have the fourth one, the fourth symbol is greater than or equal to. As we can see, the nose point location of this symbol is going to right. What about the circles to be used in illustrating and in graphing inequality? First group, we have less than and greater than. We will use this circle, circle without shade. The second group, we have less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. We will use this circle. We have the solid circle or the circle with shade. Okay, example number 1. We have x is greater than -1. Okay, we are going to graph or illustrate the given inequality. Number 1, we have x is greater than -1. Since our symbol here is greater than and the nose of our inequality symbol is going to right, therefore we will be using the circle without shade and the arrow going to right. From -1, we're going to locate here from -1, then that is the arrow going to right. Okay. From -1, we're going to adjust. It's okay if you're going to locate here at the center point. It's okay. And even like this. Okay, from -1, the arrow is going to right. And therefore, we can conclude now that the possible interval from -1 up to positive infinity, that is the solution interval, the possible interval. We have from -1 up to positive infinity, this arrow, meaning from -1 here, the arrow going to right, and the end point of this arrow, the end function of this arrow is the positive infinity. Okay, example number 2, we have y is less than 2. As we can see, we use another variable, which is y variable. And the inequality symbol, the nose of this symbol is going to left. Therefore, the symbol that we are going to use is this one. From positive 2, we're going to adjust it. Okay, from positive 2, we will be using this circle without shade. And the arrow, the location of arrow is going to left because the nose of this symbol is going to left also. We're going to follow that. Okay, from positive 2. Therefore, we can conclude now that the possible interval is from here, we have the end function of this arrow is negative infinity up to positive 2. Based from the given inequality, y is less than 2. Therefore, this is the correct graph illustration of this uh, given inequality, y is less than 2. Example number 3, we have x is less than or equal to negative 1. As we can see, this is our number line. As we can see, we use inequality symbol which is less than or equal to, meaning the nose point location is going to left side. Therefore, we will be using this symbol. We will use solid circle. Why? Because this is less than or equal to. From negative 1, and the arrow, the location of arrow is going to left side. Okay, then we're going to adjust. Okay, the end point of this arrow, the function of this is the negative infinity. Therefore, the possible interval is from negative infinity up to negative 1. That is half open because negative 1 is included for the solution of x. Let's say, for example, x, this is negative 1. This is true that negative 1 is less than or equal to negative 1. Therefore, the interval is half open, negative infinity up to negative 1. Okay, example number 4. We have y is greater than or equal to 2. As we can see here from the given inequality, we use y as our variable. And we use greater than or equal to 2 as our inequality symbol. And the nose point location is going to right. Therefore, we will use this symbol. From positive 2 going to right side up to positive infinity. The arrow is going to right. Therefore, the possible interval is from positive 2 up to positive infinity. That is half close. Meaning, 2 is included as our solution for y value. Because if you are going to change y as 2, 2 is greater than or equal to 2. That is true from the given inequality. Paano nga ba masolve ang quadratic inequality? Ito yung aking example na ibibigay para makuha natin ang solution ng quadratic inequality, ma-illustrate din natin, ma-graph, and makuha ang kanyang solution set together with interval. Number 1 example, we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. First step, i-rewrite muna natin ang ating quadratic inequality into quadratic equation form. Magiging 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. As we can see, our target kapag meron na tayong quadratic equation is to determine the roots of quadratic equation. Pwede tayong gumamit ng any method na kung anong gusto nyong gamitin na para sa inyo ay madali. Pwedeng factoring, extracting the roots, completing the square, or quadratic formula. Pero ngayon, ang gagawin ko ay yung pinakamadaling paraan. Sa nakita ko, we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. I-reduce ko muna ang aking equation. I-reduce ko muna. Dinivide ko lahat sila sa 2 kasi lahat ng terms ay divisible by 2. Dinivide ko muna sila sa 2. Okay, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Therefore, what will happen to the reduced quadratic equation? X squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Ito ay naging 1 na, wala na doon. 2 divided by 2 is 1, bring down x. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Therefore, the reduced equation is x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Now, we're going to factor now because factoring method is the easiest way for this equation. X squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Ang kanyang factors ay x plus 2 and x minus 1 equals 0. Next step, you are going to equate it to 0. What will happen? X plus 2 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0. Therefore, the value of x, the first value is negative 2 and the second value is positive 1. Therefore, the roots of this quadratic equation is negative 2 and positive 1. After nating makuha ang kanyang roots, again, uulitin natin. Ang nakuha niyang roots of the given quadratic equation kanina ay negative 2 and positive 1. Ngayon, i-graph na natin, i-illustrate na natin gamit ang ating number line. Ito ang ating number line. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going to right, and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5 going to left. Start tayo sa negative 2. Negative 2, ilocate natin yung negative 2. Okay, gumamit tayo ng shaded circle or solid circle. Bakit? Kasi kung mapapansin natin dito, ang ating given inequality ay may underline. That is less than or equal to. Kaya ang ating gagamiting circle ay solid circle. Then, ilocate na natin sa positive 1 ang isang circle. Ayun. Therefore, we have negative 2 and positive 1. Ang problema natin, hindi natin alam kung ano ang location o yung kanyang positioning ng ating solution. Kung saan ang punta, kung paano tayo maglalagay ng arrow. Meron tayong 4 na bahagi kung paano ang magiging appearance ng ating magiging graph or illustration sa number line. Ito yung una. Una, ito yung ating number line, maaaring siya ay magkatalikod gamit ang ating shaded or solid circles. Kasi nga dalawa dahil quadratic, two-dimensional ang ating inequality, kaya maaaring dalawa yung ating arrow, dalawa din yung ating shaded circle. Maaaring siyang magkatalikod. Pangalawa, magkatalikod din siya, subalit wala namang shade yung kanyang circle. Maaaring ito ay less than or greater than only ang symbol na ginamit. Samantalang sa shaded, yung may equal to. Ayan, at ang pangatlo naman ay ganito. Ito yung ating number line at ang ating shaded two circles. Okay, meron tayong dalawang shaded circles na kung saan, kung mapapansin natin sa number line, ang graph niya ay nag-coincide. Nakabuo ng isang linya na kung saan nag-coincide siya, pero yung isang circle, yung arrow niya, is going to right at ang isa naman ay going to left. Nag-coincide siya, nagpatong siya sa gitna, kaya nakabuo ng isang linya. Pero kung mapapansin natin, bakit ang circle nila ay may shaded or may shade? Dahil ang inequality symbol na ginamit ay maaaring may equal to. At ang pang-apat naman, meron tayong ganito. Pwede rin or malaki ang possibility ng ating graph or illustration ay makabuo ng ganito kapag ang ginamit na inequality symbol ay less than or greater than only. Wala siyang equal to. At mapapansin natin, ang kanyang arrow, going to right and going to left, ay nag-coincide din sa gitna na nakabuo ng linya. Okay, kung mapapansin, yung actual appearance niya ay dalawang uri lamang. Isang nagko-coincide in an opposite direction at isang magkatalikudan. Magkaiba ng direction ng position. Okay? Atin ngayong balikan yung kaninang naging example natin. Again, ang nakuha nating roots ay -2 and +1. Nakita na natin ang ating illustration and graph na yung ating dalawang circle ay shaded. Okay? Ngayon, paano natin malalaman kung siya ay magko-coincide in an opposite direction o siya ay magkataliwas o magkatalikudan sa magkaibang direction? Okay, dito mapapansin natin. Kukuha tayo ng test point value. Ito yung -1 at 0 at itetest natin kung magsasatisfied siya sa given inequality natin 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. Ibig kong sabihin, itetest natin ang nasa loob niya -1 at 0 kapag ito ay solution, ibig sabihin dadaanan siya ng arrow. Magsasalubong, magko-coincide siya sa dalawang opposite direction. Okay? Kapag naman hindi, magkatalikudan ang ating graph sa number line. Okay? Let's see. Test point with -1. From the given quadratic inequality, 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. Ang gagawin natin, isasubstitute natin ang -1 sa kanyang variable x. Ang x, papalitan natin ng -1. Okay, anong mangyayari? Ito yung x, naging -1. Yung x, pinalitan natin ng -1. Then substitute all the values. -1 squared. Okay, what will happen? That is +1. -1 times +2, -2. Copy -4. Copy less than or equal to 0. 2 times 1 is 2. Then copy -2 minus 4. The result is -4 less than or equal to 0. Why? Because 2 minus 2 is 0. And we can conclude that that is true or correct. Meaning, -1 is also solution of the given quadratic inequality. How about the second one? Test point with 0. Given 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. Again, isasubstitute natin ang 0 sa variable x. Yung x, papalitan natin ng 0. What will happen? 2 times the quantity of 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 4 less than or equal to 0. Then, simplification. 2 times 0, 0 squared is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. -4, copy. Less than or equal to 0, copy. 2 times 0 is 0, copy 0. -4. And the result is -4 less than or equal to 0. And that is true. Therefore, 0 is also a solution of the given quadratic inequality in the form of 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. Since 0 and -1 are included as solution of 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to 0, therefore, the graph or the illustration on number line is this. Kung mapapansin natin, ang ating dalawang circle ay shaded. Bakit? Dahil ang ating inequality symbol ay less than or equal to. Nag-coincide siya, nagpatong sa gitna in an opposite direction. Going to right ang isa, ang isa going to left. Bakit? Dahil napatunayan natin kanina gamit ang pagkakaroon ng test point na ang -1 at 0 ay solution din ng given quadratic inequality. Therefore, the solution set of the given inequality is an element of x such that x is less than or equal to 1 but greater than or equal to -2. Ito yung ating interval. Kapag nag-locate tayo ng interval, ganito ang mangyayari sa ating interval. This one, we have -2 up to +1. And that is belongs to close interval. Bakit? Kasi pag sinabing close, meaning ang -2 ay included as solution. And +1 is also included for the solution of the given quadratic inequality.